time last year, I was invited to India, to Mumbai, for the opening weekend.
Namaste. Today we are going to watch The Shits Abroad by Micky Flanagan. I know you would be thinking like I have already watched it, yes, and I and my other friend Manchika have already watched it and we just loved that video. But Samardeep hasn't watched it, and the amount of people in the comments were like, let the other girl also watch this video. So we thought, why not? And you should also watch it. It is a hilarious video. I will not say anything else because you should watch it and you should understand it yourself only. And the other thing was, like in the comments, we were like don't want to talk about comments. Okay, I'll talk about the comments afterwards, because if I talk about it now, then she might get some hints or not about what Micky Flanagan is going to say in this video. It's just that the shits abroad. That's
okay. So now I can understand just from your saying, from your intro, that how much hilarious this video is going to be, and even I am excited because I enjoy stand-up comedies a lot. Earlier, like I only used to watch Indian stand-up comedy, but as soon as I started watching Hollywood as well, stand-up comedies, I have started enjoying them really well. So yes, and even we have seen one of the cartoon show that Family Guy, they visited when they visited India, they have even talked a lot about that okay, we have this, we have that, we do things like this, and the pollution and everything they talked about was fun. So yeah, let's see that what he has to say about here.
Yes, and it will be very, very interesting to watch it again because I just loved it for the first time, but there were some sentences that I missed because of the accent. So now I'll watch it without, again with the accent and with understanding everything. So let's watch this video.
There's only one place I'll go on a regular basis: Spain.
Spain.
Now, Spain is lovely because we turned up in the mid-70s and we conquered the Spanish. We said we like it here, but we want a couple of changes. Because there's no bingo in the evening, cabaret's not very good, and we're struggling to get a roast on Sundays. But there was a fear, wasn't there, of going to Spain? A massive fear, an overwhelming fear, and I'll tell you what it was. The shits. The fear of the shits was monumental. You'd say to people, we're going to Benidorm next year. They go, oh, you'll get the shits. And you'd have to justify it and say, well, at least you can rely on the weather. But you go to Spain, get the shits, have a nice time, come back. Over the last 30 odd years, the shits has largely disappeared from this experience. I mean,
yeah.
You don't get the shits. You come home unscathed. You've got to go more long haul now if you want to get the shits.
And where?
You've got to go more international. This time last year, I was invited to India, to Mumbai, for the opening weekend of the Comedy Store in India. And then when I turned up, they called me to one side. They said, listen, Nick, we've got a thing here called Deli Belly. It's a bit tasty. If you get it, you'll be banging trouble. So don't have ice in your drinks, leave the salads alone, be careful. I said, you're all right? I've been going to Spain for 30 years. I'm covered.
No, you're not.
I'm having ice in my drinks. I'm having the salads. I'm washing in a ditch. Bring it on. So, day 3, 10:30 at night. After the show, I looked at my mate Paul. I said, Paul, I don't feel right, mate. I'm a very regular man. Go in the morning.
Yes.
It's after at night and I feel like I need to go. He said, well, why don't you go? I said, I'm going to go. I went to the toilet. And with the gentlest of pushes.
Gentlest of pushes. Oh. And?
The world fell out of my eyes. It is terrifying. You're wondering where it all comes from. You start to panic. You think I'm going to empty. I'm going to end up a costume of a man.
Oh, man.
They're going to find me hung on the back of the door. I went out to me mate Paul, a bit panicky. Genuinely scared. I said, Paul, this stuff's coming out of me. All this dirty water. He said, well, how bad is it? I said, have you ever emptied an old radiator? It's the consistency we're looking at. He said, oh, it can't be that bad. He said, come and have a light out. What's the matter with you? Come. I said, I can't. I said, I've got about 5 seconds between when I think I'm going to shit myself and when I will.
5 seconds.
I said, this ain't no disco, man. This ain't no fooling around. And he was rather unsympathetic, if you don't mind me saying. But a couple of days later, he phoned me up, room to room.
Oh.
About 9:30 in the morning, sounding a little bit upset. He said, Micky, I think I've got him.
Now the friend has got
I
it.
said, go on then, how bad is it? He said, put it this way. I've just farted. And some of it sprayed on my pillow.
He farted and it was on his pillow. Oh my god. Oh.
A bit like the Kennedy assassination. No, they could never work out how that bullet ended up where it did. I said, Jimmy, you got shit on your pillow.
I can't
I don't
imagine.
know how it ended up there.
God, this was hilarious video, I would say. Like the accent was little tough to understand, but if you understand it fully, properly in one go na, it would have been more craziest video, seriously. But yeah, I enjoyed a lot because of I was understanding as well, and the subtitles were even there. But yeah, the way he was describing his situation, God, it was, if we imagine it, like, I don't want to, but if we imagine it, it was worse, seriously. And the last part when he said that when he farted, he just farted and it was on his pillow, like, it's so bad even to imagine, like, how can. And I guess he might be having this experience for the first time, I guess, because he got this thing because of iced tea, I guess, right? So yeah, like, he would not have
No, Micky was not having it for the first time. He said he went to Spain for this.
Okay, yeah, right. He went Spain for, yeah, he experienced it before, but yeah, over here it was really different experience of him because it was because of iced tea, I guess, and he was told that not to put an ice in that and keep some precautions, take some precautions. But yeah, who can imagine that like just with an iced tea he can get into this situation? God, the way he was describing now was really funny.
Actually, and now I have to talk about the comments. Like, people were in the comments about, like, in the last video we thought it was also about the iced tea but also about the food, but no, it was not about the food. It was just about the unsanitary water that is in India. And like we have seen, like, in many countries, like in the UK or Switzerland, like, they drink out of the tap water itself. So yeah, see how strange it is for us. No, we never ever do that. We never drink out of the tap water. For us, tap water is completely different than we filter it out and then only we drink the water because it is never safe to drink that water. But so I think that there were many people in the comments that were like, okay, I tried to drink the tap water and this happened to me and it was very, very bad. And I think so for him it was like the water itself was very different to him. And like many people in the comments were telling us that, okay, we were told specifically that only drink bottled water because that is a bottled water is completely processed and that is good enough for you guys. And because in other like, you can say in the street foods, when you eat street food or when you eat like drinks in the restaurant, so you never know like which water are they using and are they purifying it for sure or not. If you visit our home, that's for sure that we are having a purifier and we are using it properly. So that was the reason his iced tea was so horrific his experience, but that was hilarious. He was like, I pushed it gently and my whole thing is gone. And that was the best moment. He was like, his friend was like, come out and then you can go. He was like, if there is just 5 seconds between I think I am going to shit and I shit. So that is, and you feel like there are moments when you have those diarrhea moments in your life, and those are horrific. Do let us know, like, how many times have you like felt the same, and how many times have you visited India or not? So do let us know that in the comment section below. So how was your journey with this Micky Flanagan
This
video?
was really a funny and crazy video, I would say.
Yeah, I was so sure I wanted her to see that because this was very, very fun. How did you guys find this video? Do let us know in the comment section below. So do like, share, and
Subscribe to the channel.
bye.
Bye.